Hello everybody, my name is Little Panda 105 and welcome back to the Standard yeah, today's episode I think we're doing on the Lift and Beyond, I'm pretty sure. Is that it? Yeah. Any other endings? Did Confusion, did Insanity, did Broom Closet in the first episode. Actually, yeah, there is one.
This is the story of a man named...
First episode, by the way. You can see all that in the first episode. Sorry. Getting off track. I love apples. Yeah, what we can do here is...
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Nope.
What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Okay. Oh. Did I die? Oh. Okay, hang on. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yeah, what could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps I had. Hang on. One. Was that my mouse? No. Why is it so laggy on OBS? OBS, please. I don't want you to lag. Okay. Hang on, guys. Yeah, we can turn that off. Turn that off. Guess we can turn that off. I might as well disable Skype. You know, quit Skype for the moment. Oh! Sorry. I don't know what that was. Maybe that'll help the frame rate a bit. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't set the frame rate properly. I don't know.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Maybe I didn't, maybe I didn't. Oh, look, I didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hush your face.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Actually, no,
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
What?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
I'm sorry, I have to know.
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I guess he did that just in case anyone did manage to get the console. I get this. What was that? Removed linked portal. Red enter. Oh, was that important? No, got that. Right. Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Oh.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Oh, at least it is a female mannequin. But no, I'd rather
Sorry,
not.
but you're in my story now.
I don't think so. Really? Really? Can I remove the invisible wall? No, okay. God dang it. Hang on, up.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh, wait, what? Don't kill him.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Oh, that's depressing.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Okay. Oh yeah, I want to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Oh.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Oh, I bet that's going to disappear.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh my gosh.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Oh, don't make the white disappear.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Oh my gosh. Where's this guy get rid of my bedroom?
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
okay, I'm just gonna click all the buttons, and then later, I'll just leave this running for a while to see whether he actually says anything.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
It's like, just try to look at my tongue. Question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
Okay.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Oh.
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I
Oh. So, it told me to kill myself. Ah, that's depressing. Oh. Oh yeah, I've heard that this can sometimes happen. Also, I'm curious about that plug.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Because,
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
yeah, I don't think that, they would have put that plug in unless it had some meaning. Because usually they just have wires running into walls, like the computers and stuff, they just run straight into the wall and stop. So I'm kind of curious.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
What?
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
That's not what happens.
Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner?
What?
You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Okay.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking.
I'm not
Turn
real?
to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness, it's 12:30. I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack. That did it. Done did it. I did done do it.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
They like forklifts, don't they?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Uh-oh. Oh my god, I'm just breaking this. Also, I don't know why it shows up so laggy on the recording. It's running very smoothly on my PC.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Hey.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Just gonna save.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sorry, I'm time wasting.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
So advice if you want to become a YouTuber, don't eat that. Don't eat an apple halfway through your video. Oh! Oh! How could you?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
How could you? Okay. Ooh, there's absolutely nothing behind that. I'm just going to try and cheat my way out of doing the real end thing. Nothing behind there either. I've moved this computer. Ah! Oh, I moved prop rotating door. And another one apparently. And now it's the same room, so evidently something went wrong. Oh!
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. No? No, okay. Maybe I can remove the door? You lied to me. Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115. What?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
I can't. I tried. I swear. Ooh.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I want to, but I can't. Night Shark 115.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far. Only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
No.
If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Oh.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I mean, do I go through here now? I'm gonna try going through here again.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I guess I'll go down.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
You made me. You're making me do this. I don't want to. Stop freezing OBS, please.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work.
I'm so
Why?
sorry.
For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. No. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
No.
I have to. I'm still here in this pile of rubbish, with you, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Jesus,
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Well, I mean, technically, yeah, but still.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
Oh.
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me?
Oh.
Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know.
This is too sad. I've got to try and stop it.
I need this.
Oh, frick. I deleted Stanley.
So, you hear me? Are you there?
Oh,
you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
I've seen a screenshot of that text, and Stanley was still there, so I did actually delete him.
What's the right thing to do? Take as much time as you need.
I can't believe I just deleted Stanley. Oh, I'm a monster. Wow. Oh.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Oh, that void. So, is that it? I've done everything? Oh, sorry, pardon me. I think I've done everything. It's kind of strange. Surely not. Surely I haven't. Surely I haven't done everything. There's no way. This is the Stanley Parable. I mean, it's supposed to go on forever. Huh. Well, I guess that. Oh, input. Oh wait. Ooh, okay. I'll look something up about how where these are. I guess. So there are other bars on it. Oh, actually, I think I heard something about that. You have to like restart and find all the computers or something like that. So I'm guessing I have to do below as all these.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Huh. Whenever I walk forward and then go back on myself, the recording software lags massively. That's really odd. Oh, okay, maybe it's just okay, right. Frick. Haha, very funny. I just removed myself from the console. Why even add that as a possibility to be able to _remove yourself?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yes, what could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting
I
room.
think it's my
Perhaps he had simply
camera
missed a memo.
that's glitching it. It is. It's my camera's breaking it. God, I'm so sorry. I haven't even been looking over there half the time. I'm so sorry if that is laggy. I really do apologise.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
There's no computers over there, I don't think, though. So I'm gonna go over here. Oh, crumbs, I forgot to check the computers before, god dang it. Oh well.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Woo! Let's do this. I'm sorry, I'm just messing with this. Wait, it's Sophia. Yes, right. Oh, Frank, come back! Oh, did I break the elevator? Broke the elevator. Go down. Which one's breaking it? Also, why am I so slow? It's like glue. Oh, it's because I picked it up, isn't it? Okay, maybe not. Ah, okay. N underscore remove. Hey, oh. I removed the floor. Okay. Something, I evidently messed up that input thing. But there is something that I've heard of that's a secret in the monitor room. It says something about waiting. I don't know what it
Deeper
is.
into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I think I already did that. The escape thing.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That's my office. That's mine. Okay, it's not gonna change. Oh, yeah it is. Yeah, 427 Sorry. Being called by a certain someone to do a certain video.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Sorry, nothing's happening.
Hadn't he really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been
Sorry, I'm being messaged. Recording. Shush.
manipulated to accept it blindly?
Just might have to wait here. Apparently. I have to click something. Sorry. Not too long. Now. Shh. Go to sleep. Spelled long with 2 L's, bastard. Apparently I have to wait, I think? Or maybe click? Maybe, I'm pretty sure I have to wait. Oh, what's that red one? Oh, I really want to see that red one now. Oh, please let me go over there and see the red one. Someone said I had to wait. I'm pretty sure. Oh, please stop. 5 to 8. I wanna look at this. What's this? The fuck. Oh, that's creepy. Okay, what happens if I click this? Nothing. Okay, it's already been clicked. Sorry, it's messaging. The end of the world is on your hands. Brilliant. Oh. Oh. What the hell? Oh, really? Really? So I did all that editing to do with my face cam and now it's just gone. There! Okay. Why can't I see my other screen now? Are you serious? Okay. Take 2, everybody, I'm sorry. Okay, right. Let's try this out. So what, that just makes the other side of my screen completely black now, does it? Well, I mean, I'd rather you didn't. Oh, I got an apple stuck in my teeth. Right. Okay. Oh, here we go. Much better. Please go. Okay, right. Sorry about that. So, hello everybody. My name is